Happy New Year and good to see you again in 2023. Welcome to Dateline Lagos on Channels Television. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Coming up on the program, Lagos promises more impacting governance. State government welcomes New Year baby, and Lagos State announces preferred bidder for 4th Mainland Bridge. The Lagos State government welcomes the year 2023 with hope and faith that the new year will indeed bring forth good tidings to everyone. Now, the State Deputy Governor, Quadri Hamzat, made this comment at the Lagos Fiesta, urging residents to be law-abiding and perform their civic responsibility during the general election. Take a look.
12! Happy New Year! Check somebody! Happy New Year!
Fireworks display and music performances help Lagos residents welcome the year 2023.
I come up for school and I contest the music line. First of all, with remedies that I never get caught. Ngozi now my own, I don't want to leave her alone. She makes me feel like a man who understands me, I only say that. She don't fall in love and I don't say I love the cute. Should I be the best? And she says me the best. I'm in love with two women, I don't know which one to take.
Revelers converge at the Eco Atlantic City for a return of the Greater Lagos Fiesta after a 2-year break.
Reason to be hating on you, baby, you the baddest. Step on the dance floor and show you my best. I'll be a king, give me more of your highness. Shut up, like you gotta tell me what the black. Baby, say you there for me. As I did. Baby, say you there for me, yeah. As I did for you, no. Hey, with me dad, nothing I can do. With me dad, nothing I can do. Hey, with me dad, nothing I can do.
Kwaso kutukweu, hey, and we are here. Kwaso kutukweu, hey, and shwakora. I just should be a yolari. My house should be baba. I'll be double now. I love you. Kwaso, you know I'm on fire. No be being stuck. Kwaso, you know any for trouble. This kind of God. Anywhere we are here, there's in love. Well, love, I got in love. Oh, you know, to the break of day, baby, love. That's the you owe money. Everybody there, you like anybody. Take it to stay here, don't follow me. Party, jolly, party, baby, body, you share study, make a like get it from now. Say, don't go so to go.
I must say a big thank you to Mr. Governor for making this happen. Mr. Governor decided to give a gift to Nigerians and to the whole world, to all in diaspora. But you know, there are a lot of people around now from abroad. And then Mr. Governor decided to give this gift coming from the hills of the lull because of the COVID. And I can tell you confidently that it can only get better because Mr. Governor is committed to entertainment, which is one of his agenda in the theme's agenda.
The State Deputy Governor, Kadri Amzat, wished Lagosians a prosperous new year and a greater Lagos ahead.
We thank Almighty Father for preserving our lives because, a lot of people did not make it. And it's not because we are better, it's just because we have the grace. So may 2023 be our best year ever, okay? And may it bring in better things for all of us. As Lagos is rising, may you not fall back. As Nigeria is moving forward, may Lagos not come back. As Lagos again is doing a lot of great things, you will not be victim of accidents. You will not be victim of kidnapping. We will not be victim of any disaster. Lagos State is prospering. We are moving forward. We are going higher and higher. So we shall also go higher in the name of God. So I want to congratulate every one of us for making 2023. And I pray that we will celebrate another one next year.
Appreciation.
The administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu says it's committed to making an impact on the lives of residents by continuously working on critical infrastructure that will be beneficial to all.
A number of pregnant women due for delivery had the opportunity to carry their newborn on the 1st of January this year, 2023. The wife of the Lagos State Governor, Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, welcomed and presented gift items to the first babies of the year in 3 state-owned hospitals: Maternal Child Center in Etiosa, Ibutemeta General Hospital, and the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital Lasuth in Ikeja.
At the stroke of midnight, newborn babies were ushered into the year 2023 in Lagos. The Lagos State Teaching Hospital Ikeja welcomed triplets born to the family of Mr. and Mrs. Olufoye. The new mom delivered the first child, a girl, at exactly 12:07 a.m. The second, a boy, came at 12:08 a.m. While the third baby, another girl, was delivered at 12:09 a.m.
It's my biggest joy because I can't even say it all. Opening, at least, it's one of my biggest joy because if I decide to express myself, I can't say it all. And even having the First Lady coming to visit my babies is even hard to another joy. And the package, I was being told now, 1 year health insurance for my babies, and me and my wife, we all know the cost on health in this country. And I was told I'll be given for free for 1 year and a lot of diapers that would at least cover me for at least months based on triplets and many things. I'm so happy today because it's my happiest moment. As I'm standing in front of you, I'm one of the happiest husbands in the world. I give the doctors on ground kudos in terms of what the job they did because it had a little complications, and even I don't believe they can do what they do over the night because I was crying when she was complaining pain, and when I saw the whole thing, the equipment which they used to monitor her and the way they manage those situations, I was overwhelmed. I give God the glory. She's alive. She experienced everything, and these are our babies. They are kicking. They are doing fine. But I'm highly impressed in their style of work because my wife was also impressed in the doctor. What's the name of your lead doctor? Dr. Adedeji. I give her all the kudos because she's the one making me happy today. Because when I heard the whole stories when I was outside, because everything happened over the night, you can see I have not even been able to change. She bring my wife back. She did a fantastic job.
In its usual tradition, the state government presents gifts to the new parents. Wife of the Lagos State Governor, Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, says the implementation of the policies on maternal and child health has helped reduce maternal infant mortality in Lagos.
We are here today not just to celebrate new life, but also to seek opportunities to make a difference in the lives of the people who need our assistance, bearing in mind always that our show of love, kindness, and compassion is only an extension of gratitude to our Maker for the same grace granted to us. Welcoming the newborn is a symbolic and significant event in the life of a man, as it brings forth the assurance that our inheritance is carried on to the next generation. As with a lot of cultures across the world, the birth of a child brings good fortune to society. The gift of a new baby is a priceless one from God Almighty. It therefore gladdens my heart to be in the midst of the Lagos Health family and to receive and celebrate the first baby of the year 2023. Over the years, the state government has strengthened its maternal and child health policies and programs, upgrading and constructing new MCC facilities towards the provision of accessible and affordable mother and child services, as mentioned by the Honorable Commissioner, thereby reducing the high morbidity and mortality rates among women and under age 5 children. Now, when Professor Fabawo was talking, he mentioned that a lot of new things have been happening in LASUD, and I was taking note of some of the things you were saying. You said you have 5 neurosurgeons, consultants, 3 cardiothoracic surgeons, 120-bed facility. You talked about the intensive care unit, the ambulance bay, the presidential suite, and training for consultant emergency physicians in this same place. Wow. So that means that we do not need to japa for our medical care. We find it in Lagos State.
At the Etiosa Maternal Child Center, a baby boy was delivered at 12:01 a.m. and a baby girl was also welcomed at 12:02 a.m. at the Ebute Mental General Hospital.
We are happy that we are part of those that are enjoying the moment. Also, I want to thank God that being a part of this program is a very big one, and I want to appreciate the Lagos State government for this opportunity.
It feels great. I'm excited and I'm grateful to God for this newborn. I feel it's a great platform and it's a great opportunity to be part of this, to be one of the lucky people, my son actually. So I feel I'm really grateful to them, and I would say a big thank you.
I want to say a very big thank you to you people. Thank you very much.
To be a father of the first hour of the year, I know if you don't tell me say if I fit beat for this life, I will say a lie. But thank God, God to do everything, God to do everything. God can in a tickle of a heart, things can change. That is about everything. But this is my baby now, because of the grace of God, I gave him destiny, because he make me proud.
The State Commissioner for Health, Professor Akin Abayomi, gives assurances on quality and accessible healthcare services in Lagos.
The Lagos State health sector is one of the best in the provision of health service quality in Africa. I am proud of Lagos State's health family for doing wonderfully well in providing quality healthcare services to our citizens. The event is one of the special events through which the Lagos State government has been very supportive and committed to mothers and children across all our MCCs and our primary healthcare infrastructures. It is quite obvious and imperative to the state that the state government, under the leadership of Mr. Governor, Dr. Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, a visionary leader, that the ministry is committed to reduction of mother and child sickness and death. Our indices show year in, year out that we've been improving our survival and our well-being of our mothers and our children. And as you heard earlier on, our tolerance for accidents or death as a result of a mother trying to bring forth life is 0. We aspire in this state that every mother, through specialized care throughout our hierarchy of facilities, will not experience the loss of child or the loss of the mother in the process. In the spirit of this occasion, I would like to appeal to everyone to enroll in the Lagos State Health Insurance Scheme, Ilera Eco. If you haven't got Ilera Eco at this point in time, please reach out. There's a desk in this hospital. There's a desk in every one of our general hospitals and our primary healthcare facility flagships, where you can enroll, or you can go online and enroll for Ilera Eco. It is important that you imbibe this scheme for accessibility to quality healthcare services without the risk of plunging yourselves into hardship and poverty.
Other families who welcome babies in hospitals across the state also received gifts from the state government.
And the Lagos State Government has announced the CCECC-CRCCIG Consortium as the preferred bidder for the 4th Mainland Bridge project. The State Special Advisor on Works and Infrastructure, Aramide Adeoye, says the project will be flagged off in the first quarter of this year and will be completed in the year 2027.
This is what the proposed 37 kilometers 4th Mainland Bridge will look like, featuring 3 toll plazas, 9 interchanges with a design speed of 120 km per hour. The project is a proposed public-private partnership transport infrastructure, and the administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has finally gotten a preferred bidder for the $2.5 billion project after undergoing a competitive bidding process.
The process started for choosing in this room as well about 2019, where we opened some expressions of interest. We had 52 expressions of interest as far back as 2019, 27th of November to be precise. From that 52, we went down to whittling it down to 32, which were responsive. And after that, the process was then where we had a request for qualification, which we issued on the 10th of February 2020 to about 32 eligible applicants. Upon that, we received 15 responses back. Upon evaluation, we then moved from the RFQ stage to the RFP stage, which is request for proposal, where we ended up evaluating 6 responsive bidders. And on the 6th of from the 6 bidders, on the 31st of May, we had a revised submission date due to the COVID pandemic, and revised submission dates ended 30th of August 2021, of which 6 bidders, only 2 responded and were responsive, and they progressed to RFP stage 2. The RFP stage 2 documents were issued to the final 3 bidders on the 30th of August 2022, with an extended submission date to 14th of November 2022. So the final RFP stage 2 documents were evaluated, and we arrived at the preferred bidder and our reserve bidder. Our preferred bidder, which was evaluated by the contracting authority, which comprised Ministry of Works and Infrastructure, Office of Public-Private Partnerships, along with project advisors, Messrs. Advanced Engineering Consultants, AEC, Messrs. KPMG, Financial Consultants, and legal advisors, Orlando Wanjai, LP. So from this evaluation, Messrs. CCECC, CRCCIG Consortium emerged as the preferred bidder, while Messrs. Mota NGO, Nigeria and Africa, CCC, and CRBC Consortium emerged as the reserve bidder for the proposed 4th Mainland Bridge project.
The Special Advisor on Works and Infrastructure says the project will transverse the northwest towards the Lagos shoreline of Lagos-Ibadan via Ikorodu.
I want the Nigerian public, particularly Lagosians, to have faith and trust in this administration, that we are committed to this, we are deliberate about it, and that what you are getting here will represent one of the first-class engineering construction work that you can get. So what does this bridge mean for Lagosians? I always say this is like the M25 of England. It would remove gridlocks that we have all been experiencing, the level of serviceability that you have either on the Third Mainland Bridge or the Eko Bridge at Kogbo. Everybody, you see it, it's bumper to bumper every day. And people have asked, for how long will this be? The Third Mainland Bridge was finished in 1990. That was 32 years ago. How come it has taken us this long to come on the Fourth Mainland? So this is coming after extensive route alignment and survey, 16 to be precise. So 16 route selections were carried out before we eventually arrived at this that has minimal number of demolition, that also fits into the resettlement action plan, and then also signed off with the environmental impact assessment certified by the Federal Ministry of Environment. Yes, it traverses both Lagos and Ogun State boundary. That is why we have seen a lot of stakeholder engagement on both sides. It's good that we have the Lagos-Ogun Border Development Commission, which has made the work a lot more easier because everybody can see the opportunities that it presents for the two states. So essentially, it's a 37-kilometer long road. There is a road component and there is a lagoon bridge component that is about 4.5 kilometers. You have the option of real estate provisions along the side. It will also cut across, it will take off from Ebamadesoyan all the way over the lagoon, Badore, and then bust out at Sparklight on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. The affected structures, we have taken time to enumerate them, so adequate compensation has been made. The estimated cost of construction is estimated to be about $2.5 billion. A lot of people have asked, why is it that we have not? For now, it looks like it's the FDIs that will work until when the consortium and then the bonds, the LDIs begin to come, we begin to have trust and confidence in ourselves that even our HNIs, our high net worth individuals and groups will begin to see infrastructure provision as a way of improving the lot in the country. Chinese, CCC, the CCC consortium, they're not new to the Nigerian environment. They've done a number of projects here and in China. One of the things I always say is one of the most excellent bridges all over the world in difficult terrains have been done by the Chinese. What I tell people is the standards. This project allows for best of practice engineering practice, and the team with the technical advisors, with the supervisory team, with the project managers, the technical managers, anything short of that international best practice will not be accepted, anything short will not be accepted. So I want to reassure Lagosians. This 37-kilometer long road and bridge will represent the best of engineering in terms of standard and in terms of finishing and in terms of quality. It would also have ultimately 9 interchanges, 6, but for the first start, 6. 6 will be built. In addition to that, you would have some bus, so you have loops along the line where you would drop and will connect to other neighboring towns. It will also provide an opportunity for connection to the Lagos-Abuja highway, because presently we're working on the Konuarepo. Once we're able to finish that road now, we can then do the next connecting gap. So what we're trying to do is create a connecting loop that you can have alternative, that you can head on the Lagos-Abuja highway.
And a word of assurance for those whose property will be affected by the Fourth Mainland Bridge project.
You will recall that when we started the red line on August 15, 2021, Mr. Baide Sanwo-Olu did announce that all of the people whose property were demolished for that alignment, that they were paid. Not just the landlords, but the tenants. And this is the first time it's been done in Nigeria that you have tenants to come and take compensation for the discomfort that they may have suffered for being moved from one place to another. So they were not just left to their own devices. And the same way, all of the people will be affected by the construction of the Fourth Mainland Bridge will not be allowed to just go astray. They will be well compensated. They have to show their titles, and once you can show your title to any property along that route, you are going to be compensated. So there should be no fear about that.
The Fourth Mainland Bridge is expected to become the longest in Africa, and the projected period of completion is within 4 years.
And that's the end of the first edition of the program Dateline Lagos. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Until we come your way again, stay safe and bye for now.